all you can eat crab, all you can eat seafood, and all you can eat beef here at the hottest new Shabu Shabu restaurant in Los Angeles. I have a feeling that this buffet all you can eat is going to be super popular in Koreatown in no time. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Steve from Rockstar Eater coming to you with another rockin' episode. And today I am out here in Koreatown on Wilshire Blvd because I'm gonna be checking out a new restaurant. This is Bon Shabu restaurant, which is an all-you-can-eat hot pot buffet restaurant. Now the interesting thing about Bon Shabu is that a few years ago, they were one of the hottest hot pot restaurants in LA, and then they closed down, but then they are open once again at this new location, and it looks so rockin'. So yes, it is an all-you-can-eat buffet, so they have a big selection of really great cuts of meat as well as seafood. So if you guys are into that, then this is the episode you must stick all the way to the end of so that you can see this amazing all-you-can-eat buffet experience here in Koreatown at Bon Shabu. And also, if you're new to this channel, take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, because I post these food and travel videos weekly you don't want to miss out on. So go ahead, do that right now. And I've just arrived to the entrance of the restaurant. All right, it looks really nice in there. I am so excited. Let's go in. It's so big, very spacious, very clean, minimalist, and it is a Korean, Japanese hot pot shabu shabu restaurant. And also, like I said, it is a buffet, so you're gonna find 30 plus items of vegetables, meats, condiments, sauces. So for lunch, it's $34, and then for dinner, it's $58. I'm here during the lunch hour, so obviously you know how much I'm paying for this experience. It looks pretty wonderful. So yeah, let's take a look at what they got here at this buffet line. The bar is in the center of the restaurant, and I think it is the same on both sides, so it doesn't matter exactly where you start. And it's a good thing that they do label everything so you know exactly what you're getting. Oh man. So you got your sesame balls, and you got some egg rolls, which is very Asian. And this is the, it says gyoza, which I think is like fried gyoza from what it looks like. Very nice. And this is japchae, popular Korean noodles, sweet and sour pork, and then bulgogi. Everybody loves bulgogi. And now we are on to our sauces. All right, we got ponzu sauce, and that's a garlic paste. And that's blended daikon. Oh, I'm gonna definitely get all this. Ponzu sauce. And peanut sauce, which is always a favorite of mine. Ponzu mustard, that's very unique. Now we're starting with our vegetables. This is the Napa, very classic veggie choice for hot pot. And bok choy, which is also pretty popular. Let's see, spinach, very good for you. Bean sprouts. And this is called the crown daisy, which I think is chrysanthemum. I might be wrong, but maybe correct me. And these are some chives. And then also seafood mushroom, white, I guess regular mushrooms, king oyster mushrooms. And you got some corn, and some cilantro, and red onion, and jalapeno, and tofu. And you cannot forget your kimchi. And now we're moving on to our seafoods. This is the seasoned Cajun crawfish. I think this is the first time I've seen this in a hot pot restaurant. And black mussels underneath all that ice. Yeah, it's there. Ooh, fancy stuff. They got crab here. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that. And baby octopus from India. Ooh, that's pretty exotic. And got some shrimp. And some white clams. And pineapple? Okay, not a seafood, but still healthy stuff. Squid. And imitation crab, kind of like the ones they put in the California roll. And we got more seafood here. Got some fish balls and crab balls. It's like a pink color. That's pretty cool. Lobster ball. And they got some shrimp ball and tofu ball. Ooh, look at that ramen. Yeah, they got ramen. They got udon noodles and rice noodles. Yeah, 3 kinds of noodles going on here. And then we got rice paper. Oh, kind of like the ones they use in the Vietnamese spring rolls. Original, I heard, is the way to go, so I am going to do that for my meal. But you can also get like organic beef broth all the way to sukiyaki and tomato base. And there is a vegetarian option at this restaurant, so just letting you know. The only thing they don't have up there at the buffet line is the beef, which you have to order from the kitchen. It looks pretty solid. Look, you got prime beef belly, brisket, chuck roll. But then for your dinner, this is what you get. You get wagyu. That's pretty fancy. Maybe you might want to pay $58 and come for the dinner time. The kitchen is in the back of the restaurant, and you can see them cutting up all this meat back here, fresh to order, and they are boiling a lot of that broth because obviously you need the broth in order to eat this shabu shabu. And I'm going to show you this in just a bit. But man, this food looks amazing. Wow, so much going on back here. I would expect nothing less of a buffet. So I'm gonna go with their recommendation. This is the original to the right, and we got the spicy to the left. I'm gonna find out just how spicy this is in a bit, and I'll let you guys know. Hopefully it's not too bad. Of course, in any hot pot experience, you have to get your veggies. They got a lot of vegetables up there, like a lot. And that's one of the things you're gonna notice about Korean style shabu shabu restaurants. Everything from the tofu to the cabbages and spinach and cilantro, different kinds of mushroom. They got a lot of seafood choices up there. You got crawfish, like I said, which is pretty cool. All your fish, seafood balls, imitation crab meat, and lots of crab. Oh yeah. And you cannot forget about your beef as well. This is the wagyu chuck tender and prime chuck roll. And this one is the prime chuck top blade. I know it kind of looks small, the portion, but keep in mind you can get as much of this as you want, just as long as you don't waste it and you actually eat it. The meat cooks really quickly. I'm going to start with the non-spicy side. I don't want it to be so intense when I start off. This one I would recommend maybe the peanut sauce, and the sauce you can do it however way you want, but I like the peanut and just a little bit of that garlic paste mixture. Oh, it's kind of a little bit peanutty and sweet. That's pretty awesome. All right, now I'm about to find out how spicy is spicy. Yikes. Well, not that bad. Spiciness I can tolerate, because I've had hot pot where I was like, wow, you know, like the Chinese hot pot? Yeah, I just can't do it. No. So this is good enough for me. Switching gears, tofu. Yeah, this is like one of my favorite things to get in a shabu shabu restaurant. Tofu, I always like to put it in the peanut sauce. That thing is, wow. It's kind of like a soft slash medium tofu. It's perfect, really perfect. Yeah, that definitely should go into the peanut sauce. It's so comforting when you eat it. I feel like I'm eating at home right now. This is kind of like the crab that they use for the appetizers you see in a lot of, you know, the raw marinated crab you see in a lot of Korean restaurants. Ooh, thumbs up. That is rocking. There's a lot of meat up there. Man, I think I can just sit here and just eat tons of this crab. There's like so much meat in there. No kidding. I think this is really what you got to get when you come here. Next one is the prime chuck roll. This one, I'm going to put it in the spicy this time. Ooh, that one's tender. Yeah, that one I like. It's been a very long time since I've been to a Korean style shabu shabu restaurant, because usually when I've gone in the past, most of the time I would either go to like a really bona fide Japanese shabu shabu, or I would go to a bona fide Chinese hot pot restaurant. So yeah, I mean, this is very nice. You get beautiful ambiance. You get a big buffet selection bar right there, and you actually have some pretty delicious solid vegetables and meats here. I usually do get beef when I'm at a shabu shabu restaurant. Hardly ever seafood, but since this is a buffet, gotta take advantage of it. So in goes all the shrimp, all the crawfish, all the fish balls. Oh yeah, another party, here we go. I like to eat shrimp with my shabu shabu or hot pot, but I don't get it that often because you have to do the work of peeling it. So that's why I kind of try to like to save it for the last, but I really want to eat it right now. Wow, that's pretty good. Actually, that is very good. I've had some pretty lousy shrimps at some shabu shabu restaurants before, but this one definitely has my thumbs up. So my little octopus is finally cooked. I like it because it's bite-sized. Crunchy. I feel it adds a really good balance to the entire meal. So you definitely want to get texture. You know, a little bit of every kind of texture in your mouth. It's good though. Going up again, because obviously buffet, you have to go up at least 2 times to get your money's worth here. Gonna get more crab. This is the top of the line stuff at the seafood section. Gotta get lots of it. Oh, this looks interesting. I never had ramen with my hot pot. Let's do it. So we got the prime New York steak. Anything New York is good with me. And then we also got some prime beef belly. I like this in Korean barbecue. And then the prime brisket, another good Korean barbecue beef. And I think this is the first time I've tried a New York slice actually in any sort of hot pot restaurant. Wow, that's really tender. I mean, so far all of these meats have been very tender. And I think the key is when they cut it very thin, that's the way it comes out. So obviously you want to cut your meat fairly thin so that it can be very easy to chew on, like melt in your mouth almost. I'm very curious to try the beef belly because I've had it, of course, a lot of times in Korean barbecue restaurants, but I want to see what does it taste like when it's boiled. Wow, that is very delicious. Okay, me, I think I still like it when it's barbecued because that's like really the best way to make beef belly. But even the boiled version, it almost tastes like wagyu in some ways. I think this is also the first time I'm having prime brisket in a hot pot restaurant as well. Oh, that tastes just like a brisket. I mean, it tastes exactly like what you eat at a Korean barbecue restaurant, like one of those all-you-can-eat places. It's delicious. It actually works pretty good as a hot pot. I didn't even think so. I don't know, but I'm just saying, you know, it works pretty good, so you should get it on the menu. Never had ramen in a hot pot restaurant of any kind, so I usually get the udon if I get noodles because it's kind of a filler, but I'm very curious to see what this would taste like. So maybe spicy side, got some spicy ramen. Almost like eating shin ramen in some ways, right? Actually, you know what? That's what the broth kind of tastes like in some ways. Wow. Wow. I actually like that a lot. Oh, next time I come, I'm gonna get a lot more of that. I know it's filler, but so just letting you know, if you're thinking of getting the ramen, it's not bad. It's actually quite enjoyable. You know, one of the most interesting things that you'll see up there is the rice wrap. So I guess what you do is you put the veggies as well as the meat inside, and then you make it into a little, you know, like a little spring roll basically. Yeah, that works. You feel like you're just eating a spring roll right now, but without the shrimp inside. Oh, you know what? They do have shrimp here. I bet you can actually make it like the real authentic version. So yes, if you are in the Koreatown area and you're looking for a very good all-you-can-eat buffet experience, especially or specifically in shabu shabu, then yes, Bon Shabu is your place to go. Now, of course, I can't compare it to high-end shabu shabu or hot pot that I've had before, but for all-you-can-eat, this definitely exceeded my expectations. So yeah, come lunchtime, $34, you're gonna get a lot of really wonderful selection. And come with a group so that you can all enjoy all these wonderful foods together. So I'm just gonna finish up here. Everything is gonna go right in. Oh yeah. All right guys, so before I close out this episode, I wanna give a shout out to Ray here, the manager. So when you come into this restaurant, tell him you saw this episode and he's gonna hook you up with something, a free soda on the house. Isn't that right, Ray?
Yes, come on in guys. I'll take care of you guys.
Oh, you got his word. This is an awesome place. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. You know what to do. Give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next food adventure.